dokie. Hold the game on. Wait for everybody to. I'll give everybody a chance to join. You're saying Brandon, stop kicking surviving Mars and then not start a new game already. I will. I just want to build stuff because, like, you know, A, the achievements. I love achievements. And B, this helps get a. Because this colony is. Well, I don't want to jinx it. This colony is doing fairly well. We had a big issue last time where we nearly died, which is fine. YouTube is obviously dead. YouTube is not the issue when Twitch is the issue, kid. Either way, this colony nearly had a big issue last time where we almost very nearly died again, but we managed to pull through again. At this point, I mean, this colony is definitely in its final stages. We're more close to finishing it. I want to try to get the last achievements if I can, so let's not dick around sitting talking. I want to get the last achievements. Plus, I want to see what's really important to me is seeing how these buildings do, right? Because, like, obviously the wonders are very big, very grandiose, and it's pretty important to see what they do, because, like, you know, so we know, you know, which ones are worth getting and which ones can be held off. We're doing, like, because I've been thinking of some cool, like, runs we could do, because I love this game. I like Paradox games. I love this game. I love the idea of living on Mars. It is like my favorite thing ever. But let's make space for a fuel producer here, because you always need a fuel refinery with one of these, even when you don't want one. No, the point is, right, the colony's it's in its final days. I'm trying to think of cool runs, so I'm gonna pitch you a couple while we're here, or after we. I don't know. I think there's gotta be some shit that needs to be done with the and there's two children. There's more children living here than normal. It's two. But yeah, no. I want to get some, like, you know, ideas out for, like, possible runs we could do, and we want to see, of course, how these buildings function. You know, if there's anything cool we can do with them. But this is definitely probably the last stream of this one. I mean, I don't mind getting, like, the research alt text without being on stream and all that jazz. A lot of them are just kind of just wait and play the game. But I do want to get the Wonder one so we can see what the wonders look like. Especially because if you're anything like me, you like to know what the buildings do. You know. So we've still got, like, 3 to build. We only got 1 of them researched. I was like, oh, there's only 1 left, but I forgot we have the orbital engineering. We've got the artificial sun. And we have to build the Morpheus project. So this is the high school. This is the college. Kid, get the fuck out of here. I wish they would move. It's a pain in the ass, whatever. I don't know how to get them to move. Motherfucking Mark walk. What, Nate? No, yeah, but I think, you know, just to see what the buildings do, how they function, you know, that, and the other, I think it'd be pretty cool to, you know, see it with your own eyes, your elf eyes.
Resources are low.
Yeah, polymers is running out right now. Currently, you're homeless. I don't really care about homeless because you're not moving for some reason. Apartments, very sexy, hippie, Martian born. Well, it looks like currently the issue we're having. Find the kid and click on the damn buildings. So I could build like 4 fucking schools. Nobody wants to work in. I know no kids want to go to school. Surprise, surprise! The kids don't want to go to school. Who would have thought of that outcome? We do have enough protection for all these, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. We're looking a little bit low on power production right now. It's probably because one of these needs to be repaired. But that's saying something. If one needs to be repaired and we have a bit of a power issue, we probably should look at our power production, eh? Hey, badass. Dude, got a fucking badass over here. Guys, got a badass over here. No. Oh, kind of. I don't really care about the concrete. Get more than enough. Should definitely be producing more than enough over here. colonists living in this building. Yeah, but we're working towards a couple achievements. I probably will get, like I said, I probably get some of them off stream because realistically, I don't think you guys are gonna want to sit here and watch me just kind of run the days down as we get technology. But no, I think we can like see what these buildings do, what they consume, you know, all that jazz. Figuring out, you know, everything. And that's like something I like to do. I like to know the statistics sometimes because realistically, I do want to try some runs. Thank you, badass. I do want to try some. I want to try some like themed runs. So like I saw recently somebody's doing like a 12 Apostles. So they have what they did was they chose the religious one, the Church New Ark, I think it's called, and they're only importing 12 Earth colonists ever. So that like they're trying to birth, you know, new people purely on Mars. I think it'd be pretty cool to do like a fucking like an Adam and Eve run with that, but I think that'd be like 10 times harder. You'd have to rely on getting some very important breakthroughs, which isn't really possible. And then you can say, oh, you know, just do cloning, but I think that kind of breaks the point of it. But I think that'd be pretty cool if it's possible. I don't really think it is though. Yeah, we could try to think of some cool ones, like, you know, trying to do the Mark Watney achievement, because that's really what it is. It's like the it's called what? The Immortality of a Kind, blah blah blah, post-human, the Watney challenge. Pass the colony approval stage as a single founder, which does seem pretty cool. But then after that, you got to figure out, you know, what you're doing because, you know, it's just a generic run at that point. See if there's more polymers than we have, but we're kind of running into that issue of not having enough. Do you have your upgrade? Yes, you do. Let's give you a worst launch just in case. Where are the rest of my polymer factories? I don't know why I put them around everywhere. Actually, wait, let's not do that. Let's do the easy thing and control click it. So then I don't have to search around trying to figure out what all these things are. So we're sitting at 172 currently. We have a lot of machine parts. To build the Morpheus project, we will need 300 electronics, 400 metals, 200 concrete. Concrete's not an issue. We have too much concrete. Honestly, please, somebody take some of this concrete away from us. I think this is just infinitely produced. There's no, yeah. Wow, it's itself is produced 3,000. How many did you got in this game? Well, this game specifically, I think what this would be the. I gotta figure out which video this is, to be honest, because technically, right? Because I do about 3 hours each night, give or take. So this would be like the 8th. So I think we did like a little. Let's just say, you know, let's say 3 hours on average, because why not? We've done 7 videos. That puts us at, for this specific run, I'm retarded, it's 21 hours. Total this game, I haven't gotten much more of it, I don't think. I've got 44 hours total, which is nice, but I want more, because I like this game very much. The first run, which I haven't played, I haven't touched this game in a while. I've been playing some other games recently. We are starting to have issues with power again, for one reason or another. Why do you guys not do things? Like, you can reach over here. You can repair this. I don't... You're missing the polymers. How many unemployed? 1. That's not where we're going. You should be on automate, aren't you? Or were we running out of... No, I don't know why you're not automate. Get out of here. It probably stopped it last time for one reason or another. I want to do. I want to see. I want to try getting a passenger rocket, the Taurus specifically. Doesn't work. Leave the first opportunity. We'll decide to stay at conference high. Gambling. You play other people on different games. Depends and yes. So, just launch that rocket because why not? I play things like Overwatch. Well, that's specifically one of the multiplayer games I play a lot of.
Meteor incoming.
Ooh, who cares? We have meteor defense everywhere that matters. So I play a lot of Overwatch, like specifically like, you know, April 10th. That new the next event's coming out April 10th. If you looked at the Battle.net launcher, you can see it. Point is, I play Overwatch. I usually play that with some friends unless I'm doing competitive, which I like to do myself because I very much hate losing, and I prefer if I lose it's on myself. Yesterday I played Dead by Daylight. Played it with Johnny Boy. Tomorrow, if you're interested in D&D, I've got that running tomorrow. It should be. I highly doubt that it won't be. I do allow people to join sometimes, so like if I'm playing quick play Overwatch, I don't mind, you know, having people join in. I don't know if you can because I remember watching people play Heroes of the Storm. Like I'm kind of interested in Heroes of the Storm. I play it every once in a while, but I haven't played on stream really. I know you can have people join it through the group there. I don't know if you can do the same thing with Overwatch.
Milestone achieved.
1,000 colonists. That's an achievement. Nice. We actually have to get to build 5 wonders. 5 different wonders. It's not even like you don't have to build all of them. We're going for all of them though, because I want to see what they do. But I don't know. I let people join in on quick play Overwatch, and like I play Splatoon sometimes. People can join in on Splatoon. I'm more than happy because you can only really join in on the quick play of Splatoon. Other than that, I mean, I kind of just play what I want to play. Realistically, that's how it really should be done if you're doing this. You know, you're not doing it for fun. What are you doing it for? I guess technically money, but unless you're a girl, there's not as much money in it. Trust me, YouTube does not make a lot of money. And Twitch streaming, you have to get, you know, you have to be decent at, and apparently I'm not as decent at it. But it's fine. We'll get there eventually. Dust storm over here. Luckily it's not with us, because fucking dust storms are something you can't prevent in any way, shape, or form. I wish you could. I do wish I could, but I can't. So I shan't. Extractors. What are you getting this for? We don't need this. I wonder if this. Buildings costs metals and concrete. Well, we're not really. Well, metals we're kind of low on, but concrete we're not too low on. Because I think technically this should affect these. Which it is probably a good thing to check if it does. We'll throw it in there, but we're not gonna force it to the top. I also want to see what those other food types are. I've never actually touched those. Wow, we are having really weird power fluctuations. Well, we have 25,000 stored flowers. We have a lot of stored flowers. How many unemployed you got? Vacant work slots 10. You don't have any unemployed. 3 homeless. Is it children? It's the fucking kids running around their children gangs
Funding
again.
Received.
We have a lot of children-based gangs. This is the Johnson Dome. It seems that maybe kids are arriving. No, because 5 would mean 4 adults and 1 kid. And they for some reason the kids really are trying their best to avoid the Johnson Dome. Let's not ask from here. We'll ask them from over there specifically. So maybe they'll be more inclined to go to the other one.
New colonists have arrived.
Yes, so celebrity whiner, cool. Genius rugged, okay. Look at this guy. Where are you? You look ridiculous, sir. He's like the biggest mustache. Where is he? He's got like a giant afro and a big old mustache. Where is he? There he is. Oh, actually, is that him? His name is Brandon Dayton. That is not Brandon Dayton. Where's Brandon Dayton? He's invisible. That might be him right there. No, he should be selected, right? It should also show me specifically where he is. That's kind of weird that it doesn't. It's not, rather. There's that you right there. Quantum Gale. Should be wearing a white outfit. He's invisible. Is he in the Apple Store? Where is this guy? He's like in this store. Oh, is that him right there? I can't be him. That's the picture of a black guy. He's apparently that corner of the store. Have you played Terraria? Yes, we played it a long time ago. A long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, I've played Terraria though. Oh, there is this guy. Why was it taking me somewhere around? No, I want to see your face. Wait, sir, if you don't look like anything like your identification card, then you need to like get that shit updated, dude. What a jerk. He'll move eventually, though. Wait, did I land them by the wrong dome? Yes. Yes, I did. Unemployed, that's fine. See more slots, renegades. So it's not really for employment, it's more for just shits and giggles. It's a tourism dome. Yeah, I played Terraria a long time ago, and we've considered playing it again, but we'd had to get some mods for that, and we're not sure if we want to play it.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to commit something before you do it. And Terraria is one of those games where it's eh. Because we've done everything we've done to do in Terraria. Done in Terraria. Granted, I don't have all achievements, which is kind of the finisher thing for me. But I've played that game like 10 times over before it was completed. So we did do one of the we did a full run on this channel years back. I'd say like 3 years maybe. And we did that was after the well, 3 years might be a bit. You're on auto. What are you telling me you land for? Why are you set to? Okay, you're set to auto, but you're not. He's glitched. Is he landing? No, he's glitched. We'll just tell him to stop his autoing.
Research complete.
I think I remember
Resources are low.
an issue with the thing. You don't get to come back and go forth every time. We do have bigger hangars now, so we can house 10 of these buggers. Because we need as many of those we can get. Takes polymers to make those, doesn't it? 34, we consume 14, and then another extra 7, that's going to be 21. We could do more, but... two kids made in the Johnson Dome. I don't know, the kids don't like the Johnson Dome for some reason. For some reason, the kids don't like my Johnson Dome. Also, we can't even look at this area without lagging. Because of how many fucking blocks of food over here. Just want to make sure that is filled out. That is just terrible.
Resources are low.
Oh, it's too much. Too much junk. Why did that number suddenly drop? Significantly. How are you looking unemployed? Vacant work slots 11, homeless 1. There's not much you can do about that, really. You could start expanding up here. I mean, there's no mean to.
Feeling right at home here.
Thank you, White Boy 9141. I like the name. It's kind of weird, but you know. Yo, it's White Boy 9141. No, like what? I just want to know like the thought process on that one. Like, you know, not dissing, but still. Not dissing my home slice. You can tell I'm not very hip, as the kids would say. I'm an old man. Old by the age of like 20. We should. I mean, we are having a bit of a homeless problem. And it's children who are homeless. You know why the children are homeless? Because they're not moving. Well, because some of those are youth and middle age, but still. Oh, you're also badass on YouTube. Okay. Well, there you go. It's the same guy! We are really low on polymers, though. Yeah, so the guys who are important, not the tourists, because I believe the tourists are here. The tourists are here. Quirks. No. The tourists have gone somewhere else. I don't know where they are. I've lost them. They're free. I could have sworn I brought in 2 tourists. Did I not? We don't have any rockets. That one's traveling to Earth. Wait, why don't we have any rockets? So why isn't this one getting filled? We should have like a shit ton of fuel. Just nope. Wow, we've been apparently just siphoning resources to somewhere. At some point. I don't remember having this much issue with fuel. It seems to be recent. That's not ideal. Apparently we consume 175 fuel, just off the bat. That is a lot of fuel. It's production. It's fine. Producing more fuel isn't really an issue for us. We have a lot of water, and if anything, we'll just make another set of the things. Machine parts is not what we're low on right now. Hell, a lot of things are not what we're low on. Looks at giant concrete block, pans over to see food block without, you know, having the game shutter. Have you tried learning different languages? I mean, yes and no. I've learned a wee bit of Spanish. Yes, that is not Spanish. No. No, that is not Spanish, rather. I'm not very good at learning certain things, like, trust me, I'm doing very bad in my class right now, but fucking, I'm having a bit of a panic attack with the classes, so I'm keeping my mind off that. But, my mom beat me. I've been, you know, more or less average at school. I tried learning Spanish because my mother, I'm Spanish by heritage. I live in Florida, so it's kind of hard not to be. But, who's out of stuff here out of fuel? Wow, we do just consume a lot of fuel, don't we? Well, I guess if that's an issue, we probably should get a little more fuel production over here.
Funding received.
Rare metals exports. I want to put it there. I want to put it a little bit further, so that's actually the dome can't work it even in there. Okay, it's fine. I was wondering just in case we put more power down, but we'll kind of fine on that front. So I took like Spanish in high school because, you know, you need to do your language classes for high school. Well, Floridians need to do language classes for high school, and I did okay in it, but didn't really learn too much. And as you know, 99.9% of Americans these day and age know, as like a lot of kids these days, I got hooked on the animes, did the crack cocaine and all that. So, you know, I know a pinch of Japanese, like, you know, just like, oh, you can kind of understand a little bit, but, you know, I would not say I have a comprehensive understanding of that language. I can kind of understand Spanish, but again, like, I could not speak it for the life of me. I know some words. If you really tried to quiz me, I'd be lost. But, yeah, you power up, let's go. Get you doing stuff, you lazy bum. Yeah, but I don't know that many languages. Well, I only know English, and if you watch my streams, you'll find out that that's only a cursory understanding of the language I've been speaking my entire life. I suck at talking. Well, I don't suck at talking, but I'm slightly retarded in every way, shape, and form. Okay, you good? You're doing that, buddy. Again, kids aren't moving to the Johnson Dome. Who could they? Let's just call it something else. Maybe that'll help. Not change the skin. I like the skin that's on it. I don't even know who Johnson's supposed to be. We had a president called Johnson, didn't we? That's probably who it is. We'll call it the Reagan Dome. That's probably Reagan. What part of Florida you in, bro? I'm going to college, so I'm by Disney, UCF. I'm the college around here, I think. So you know, I say like, oh, you know. I don't mind, you know, there's 65,000 kids here. The chances of you adults here, the chances of you finding me is, you know, slim to none. And, you know, the second you see my face, you'll run in the opposite direction, so I'm good. There's a reason I don't use the camera. I don't own a camera, but still. Okay. Other issues, we're consuming a lot of fuel by having these two go back and forth, but we need them to export for the money. We need the money. Well, we don't need the money. I want the money. I want it. These fucking rare metals. This is definitely doing its job. I think it 2 is ready to leave. Get off there, buddy. I saw you go in. I saw you go in there. Come out. Come out with your hands up. There you are. Get out of here. I know he wouldn't launch with it in it, but Just being safe. We are almost actually at 300 acquired electronics. So I'll allow it to go a little bit over. We are having a bit of a water shortage. Like I said, English is the only language I truly speak, and I still only have a slight grasp. Slight grasp of it. I hate my life. No. Well, kind of. Look, Sakajuwi is okay now, but it's gonna be like, yeah, we don't work anymore again. I expect you. Vacant work slots 4, homeless 1. It's fine. I really can't be anywhere near that dome. There's too much food over there. The game is panicking. How are you guys looking? Unemployed 11. Well, if there's unemployed over here, we need more polymers, so put them to the polymer factory. Luckily, I found out if you double tap the pipes or the cables, they make a thing there. I've been using that for a while. That's just nice. And you're only trying to make like the thing. Do you take acting classes? No. I am not a big theater guy. Ironically, even with my mild autism, which is not real, I don't actually have autism. I'm just autistic. No. What is happening? We have too much going on. Look at that. Those janky ass bots. Ooh. We might have too much stuff running. And by too much stuff running, I mean just too much stuff in the colony. The computer's a fairly high quality one. I don't know what's eating up all the CPU. I don't know. So Mars is eating up 66% or 63% of the CPU. That is a lot of effects going on. Let's see if we can't just turn it down a little bit and see if that helps. Because damn, son. We'll set you to. It's only on medium, or it's only on high rather. Terrain effects. Let's turn you down to medium. See if that helps a little bit. Bloom. I don't know what eye adaptation is, or vignette. I don't know what that means. Frame rate counter. Lights. I can't remember if anti-aliasing is the thing I want on or off. I think it's off. What kind of PC do you use? I built mine, like, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that, I believe. It's been a while, jeez. Time passes way too fast, but still. We are still running a bit of that water deficit, even with the full power, so fully operational. I don't think we can fit. Actually, we can. Just fit exactly one more. Who are you? Titan, you're on auto, so you'll take care of yourself, buddy. And some of these bots are trying to get away with janking around, and they are definitely. Oh no! God damn it! The dust devil that like appears here. Now I built mine custom built with some pretty good stuff. It's very cheap actually if you buy them around Black Friday. I was surprised about how little it cost me
Resources
compared to
are
what I thought it
low.
would have cost me. It cost me like, I think, if I remember correctly, 1,500, give or take. Definitely, like, I think it's probably around 2,000 if you consider everything, but still, $2,000 for a computer, which, you know, it's fairly high end. Granted that, you know, you're seeing it jank around a lot, but that's because we have, like, you know, there's dust storm going on over here, so that's not helping out. There's 1,090 colonists. We've got upwards of 225 just drones. That's not including like the 7 or 8 nearly full. Well, because what? Let's say we have 8 drone hubs, right? Or shuttle hubs. If we have 8 shuttle hubs, and the majority of them are 7 of them are at 6, and one of them is at 10. That makes that 7 times 6 is 42. One of them at 10. That's 52. There's 52 shuttles running around. There is that monstrosity of food right there, because we've got, you know, 4,000 units of food sitting around, 4,000 units of concrete sitting around. Basically, there are so many entities on the screen that the computer is having just, you know, a field day. It's late game Solaris right now. It is definitely late game Solaris, which I would love to get back to playing, but I'm still waiting for that bug to be, or the official patch to come out, because I'm a big fan of betas, except for fucking thing. Looks like we're currently, you know, sitting comfortably. Well, the electronics are a bit, you know, low, but I kind of think we should get this up and going. And because of its effects, I want to put it by the by this one place. What is it? What is it even like? Where it's supposed to be facing? I don't know. Let's put it like right there. Because we're at 308. I mean, like, I think we'll outproduce the game's ability to move it here. Because I know my game very well, and it does not like moving things quickly. So we'll even give it a little bit of a head start with well, not a head start, but a little bit of easier time with a Universal Storage Depot, so that they'll prioritize moving some stuff over there. I have to stay zoomed out now. We can just kind of watch the drones fly up from up here. Or watch the shuttles. I keep getting drones and shuttles confused. But yeah, because you can see all the little guys flying around. We could try spreading them out by having them come up here a bit. That might help. Look at the dust devil on the mountain. Sure, that's great. If you were to recommend a brand, what would it be? I don't know. That's the thing, right? So, I've only ever had 2 computers. One of them was a laptop, and the other one is this one, right? The one I would definitely recommend against is Apple. I do not like Apple products, so, you know, stay on the PC side. But, the laptop I had was an Asus, and that served me pretty well for, let's see, I got it about the end of middle school, and then used it entirely through, so let's say, it served me fairly well for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish years, maybe 11, 12. So I'd say upwards of 10 years. You know, that laptop did me fairly well. It outdid, you know, I know you're new here, so I won't expect you to know the recognize names Jeremy, Jonathan, or Alejandro, but it did do a fairly good. The Rocket just did like, oh, it's rubber banding. That's beautiful.
Funding received.
We are pushing this game to its hardest limit. That is, I love that. Oh, imagine riding in that. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Please stop. We are really on a power shortage now. We have a lot of stored power, so. I love the fucking janky. Amount of workers would be good, realistically. Increases production. I don't really care either way. I do want to get this one as well, to be honest. You know what we'll do? Queue it up because I want to get all the wonders. Then we'll put like the more strength we wanted. We wanted this. More strength. I kind of want. Let's get the easy ones out of the way back here. And I'll get some of these break. Actually, you know what? Get the fucking cable one because we always break our cables. And we'll have to zoom out a little bit so the game doesn't, you know, chug. Oh yeah, we've already got another 100 colonies. Jeez, like, honestly, we produce... The thing is, right, the reason the game is running so, like, fucking chuggy-chuggy, and the problem is you can't zoom in chuggy-chuggy. What am I saying? Somebody fucking shoot me, please. No, it's the reason it's having such a hard time. How many vids do you put out daily? I stream once per day, usually, unless something comes up, like, you know, unless I have an issue or I can't, I usually stream once per day. On average, it's from 9 to 12, but I only, like, some days, you know, I don't feel, I feel tired because I have the sleeping schedule of, I don't actually have a sleeping schedule, not a proper one, at the very least. Point is, actually, that's the point. I don't have a sleeping schedule, so I'm very bad at, you know, staying awake. Or rather, I'm very bad at not being tired all the time. So it's like, you know, some days, you know, I'll be too tired. I'll play for, like, you know, I try to guarantee an hour, right? I do from 9 to 10. If I start running out of steam,
Vehicle
you know, as
battery
it's closer
low.
to 11. Where are you, little buddy? I have no clue where he is. He's right there. He's gonna get charged. Why aren't you doing your fucking job, man? You had one job, and you always mess it up. There are some things that can be done with this game that, you know, would help it out a lot, but I think he can't even get in there because of the
Research complete.
buildings. Okay, so we have orbital engineering. That's another wonder we can build. Space elevator. Currently we could build it without the polymers. We're gonna run into a bit of an issue with the metals, but other than that, actually, can we get? I'd love to get this, to be honest, but there's the deep metal extraction. Get deep metal extraction first. That'd be a lot more helpful. Brain. That's done. My brain working. Yeah, I try to do an hour. If you know, if I can't even do the hour, you know, I have the Discord and I usually let people know that I can't even come online or can't even do anything. How long have I been in Coleg? I've been in Coleg for about a year now. Actually, it was like last year. I'm pretty sure I started this. And God, has it been painful. I've just been stressing because I'm not the best at education, but I do love to. And I like learning, right? Education is important, right? I like education, but I hate education because I like what math does, but I hate math, and I need a lot of math for what I want to do, and I suck.
Funding
sometimes at math.
received.
I wish these kids would go to their dome. Kids, please come. Come, little children. Come to dome. I would love you to be in my dome. It's the improperly spelled Reagan dome, because I'm not even sure if that's how you spell Reagan. Doc! I wonder how many of the colonists are Earthborn still. Specializations, perks, flaws, it's in here, isn't it? Martian born 1,076, Earthborn 35. Yeah, so using those Earthborns, it's fine. I wanted to bring first off, no flaws. What's your favorite subject? I like sciences. Apparently, oh, because they have flaws. Of course, they have flaws. Chronic condition we can't treat that. That's really the only one I don't want, to be honest. And that's the only one I'm specifically against. Where are those two tourists? Vegan, lazy, vegan, tourist. You get a job on here. Vegan, tourist. Here we go. Ugh. Tourist, and then everybody else. Okay. Kid, why are there so many kids in here? We specifically tell you we don't want kids. What the fuck is wrong with these kids? I don't know how they're managing to do this. Like they're evil and they live everywhere. They're little demon children. Where are they going? Who knows? They refuse to get their trades properly. I hate these little kids. I like science because science is interesting, especially because I'm doing the engineering courses. So fuck me for the amount of math I have to do, but still. I like learning things, because learning useless facts is fun for some reason. Have you been to Brantley, Alabama? No, I've not been to Alabama. I've only been to a couple states total. Hawaii, I've probably, Georgia, Virginia. I visited Washington D.C. once, not like stayed there. I went to New York, a lot to Michigan, Indiana. I have relatives there.
Received.
So we went like every year. Supposedly I've been to Canada, but I don't remember it. I mean, I haven't been that many places. I mean, my family wasn't poor, but, you know, you can't spend all your money going on trips. Silly fool, you need to use your money for things which, like, the things you do. English. I hate my English. Looks not working. Then we still getting education, so. 72, like, we do train a lot of people here. I would very much like this to get its jobs filled, if at all possible. Thank you. We'll build another house in there, because it seems like they're not too keen on filling in the slots, so that means that they're dumb. That's what it means. It means they're dumb. This is slowly building. Again, that's not what I want to do. What? Where's this wind turbine I clicked on? How did I manage to click? I don't. Okay. Apparently I misclicked all the way over there. I don't know, is Brandley, Alabama famous or something? Or I imagine that's probably where you're from, but like, I've never heard of that place specifically. Why are we even bothering with colonists anymore? I want to see what tourists did. Because obviously they'll stay here if it's nice enough, but what's the point? Do they give you extra money? Do they...
New colonists have arrived.
So if I look at my unemployed, homeless, no, I want to look at this funding, rare metal pricing, other income. What's the other income? Is that the tourists? Do they provide other income? I don't like how it says other income. And there's a lot of electronics here for you guys to fix that with. I don't know why you don't. You have a low workforce. I'm not gonna pop extra workers onto you. Yours is heavy. We'll give you another 2. That's only because you're working so hard to do that right now. I wonder if the tourists count as Earthsick. Also, can I sort people out by being Earthsick? I doubt it. Which is probably something you found her. Haven't had these ones since the beginning of the game. What a useful, absolutely useful sorting option. I know where the tourists are going. I imagine they're going to their specialized location. So I wonder if we actually got more of them. No. Tampa. Yeah, the thing is, right, so like, there's only 2 places I've been consistently in my life, which is Miami and Fort Lauderdale. But like, you know, I've never even heard of Brantley. Granted, there's a lot of cities you don't hear of. Like when I was one time, you know, like I said, I've been to Michigan a lot. I have family up there. One time we decided to do it as a drive, like, you know, drive up there, drive back, whatnot. These are the metals, right? Are there a lot of them right here? Or what are you? You're 59, yeah. 59. Haha, it's almost like 69. Okay. A toddler moment. Let's put them down like right over here, please. Then you'll should auto charge up. I don't care. There's something grabbing colonists. I don't even know why we're bother importing colonists anymore. I don't know why I made this dome. Well, obviously because it's a wonder, but plus, you know, see it. I don't think this dome is worth it, to be honest. There's not really much it does. Well, granted, you know, this specific version of the dome is explicitly worthless, but because we're trying to use it as tourism gambit or whatever. These fucking kids and their desire to be anywhere but the dome I want them to be in.
Funding received.
I hate them so. My colonies turned a different direction. This is the way it should be turned. Like, National Association, maybe that'll help. I don't know. These damn kids refuse to come to the kid dome. I made a Lord of the Flies dome specifically for them so they could fight and duke it out to adulthood. But no, nobody wants that. It's inhumane, Brandon. Meh. No, but like, we decided to drive up to like Michigan one time, and like the places you hear about, like the places we saw in Michigan, like there's like a Mexico. There's some really weird places in America. Like the names of some of these cities are quite quite weird. And I get it, you know, cultural melting pot and all that, but like, you know, a lot of outside influence in terms of naming schemes. Like, oh, you know, Mexico, Michigan. That's where I wanted to go. Or like, Athens, Georgia's, you know, whatever. Again, Athens is kind of a weird name for a Georgian city. Maybe a lot of Greek people live there. That's my guess because, you know, Athens. Also, there's I think they did make the a joke Parthenon, not a joke, a replica Parthenon. There, joke Parthenon. You go inside and it's just filled with butter. Like the floors are just buttered, so they slip on the floor and it's like, bam, you were pranked. You open a door, bucket falls on your head, and it's filled with butter. I don't know why I'm thinking everything's filled with butter. Because this is America. That's why. I forgot to vibrate my phone, but I thought you can hear that from here. I should mention it. Get out of here, Minotaur. I forgot to allow you to load. Whatever. You probably won't be coming back. And, you know, an extra export every once in a while is not the worst thing ever. Let's work on getting some more, water, because apparently we are, again, having a bit of an issue. So I found out, I probably mentioned this at least once, twice a stream, but in case you're wondering, these little knobs, the little knob right there is where you can't put them, so that they don't affect each other. Because if you put them too close to each other, they'll go in like a negative spree, i.e. they'll just produce a little bit less. So that's if you need to know. That little knob is where you can't have them overlaying.
Funding received.
These things build themselves. Seems it's starting to pan out a little bit better. I don't know what was causing it to have such an issue, but well, obviously this game is just chewing up the RAM, but you know, it's fine. Okay. So this is going. Is the big old rod in the sky done yet? No. It's quite close though. The half air metals, and yeah, we're not even. You know, it's still missing. You know, what? 12? 12. No, that was 12. 12 electronics, and we still have, you know, 208. So, like I said, not really too concerned about that one. We are starting to get a lot higher on the polymers, so we can look into getting the thing sooner rather than later. But seem to have a little bit of an issue with power production, so make sure to look into that. Again, because we do have a lot of issues with power production. Unemployed colonists.
Funding received.
Well, I mean, I'm more than happy.
Research complete.
More than happy to make sure you guys work your butts off in here. Got deep metal extraction finally, so that's nice. Means we can have areas like this, produce a little bit more extra, because I know my English. Metals extractor, right about here. How much you got left in you? 203. We're not gonna worry too much about these because the mohole, which I don't know why it's not called the. 1 second, I'm gonna cough. Yes, actually, we played RimWorld fairly recently. I did I did a fairly good run, and then everything went set on fire, and I mean that the most literal way ever. Everything actually caught on fire, and I got really depressed because it was going very well. I did an unmodded run for the first run, obviously, because I didn't know the game too well. I've watched a lot of it, but I hadn't played a lot. Oh, I hadn't played at all. Somebody got me the game as a gift, which was thank you, precious. One of the people I play with sometimes. She's not on as often, but basically everything went to hell. Simply put, as RimWorld does. You're always losing. You're always crying. Everything's beating you to death. Please, someone help. No. So we were like building the spaceship, you know, trying to gather the parts as frantically as possible because we were lacking in the compact. Well, we're lacking in compact machinery, which was just a machinery issue in general. But we had a fairly nice colony. We had a lot of colonists. Actually, it was uranium we were missing because uranium was the thing that was holding us back. Because we could make the compact machinery, or we could make the we could make the machinery, the machine parts. We could make the specialized one, whatever they were called. I cannot remember for the life of me right now. But a siege happened. You know, I was playing on a fairly easy difficult, like, you know, first time. You know, I think I did like normal. But then a siege happened. I went out to go combat it. They lit the base on fire with a mortar launch, and then somebody got down. We retreated to the base. And everything was on fire by the time we got back. I hadn't put fire preventative measures in because the majority of the base was stone. I figured it'd be okay. The part of the base that was like, so we built like one giant base in this one because we had a fairly open map, so I couldn't really do like the wall tactic that I've seen done so many times with the kill box. But it did more or less worked out for us. But simply put, the fire got way too big in the farm area. Lit all the old woods parts on fire. It got way too hot in the entire base, and everybody died of heat stroke, infection, or burned to death. I'm pretty sure they also had like 3 different plagues running at the time, because, you know, fuck you in particular. One of our children still living here. I hate these children. I hate them so. It might be just like, you know, it might be the game's fault more than, you know, the children themselves. I mean, like, you know, still a fairly new game. It only came out like a couple months ago, so still fairly new. Some bugs and stuff to work out, some issues with sorting and whatnot, probably. But these fucking kids and their lack of desire to go to the hell. They used to do the Martian run, right, where they'll just fucking run from Dome A to Dome B and, you know, suffocate while doing it. But like, now they don't do that, which, you know, I'm not complaining about the lack of suicide runs, because we had a lot of suicide runs. Don't get me started on the amount of suicide runs we had. But, but now they refuse to move at all. Like, these kids, they're just taking over everything. They don't care about nothing about nobody. They're just doing what they want. They're living wherever the hell they please. And granted, I can respect that a little bit. But when I tell you to move, you move. Or we'll vet you in the space. How is this doing? Especially the metals now. Yeah, metals is something we don't produce an overly large amount of, but, you know, we do get some in here and there. Just like nobody's not close enough to work that. I would like to get more metals. We could just venture out here. Also, Buttbot can do more work, right, Buttbot? Good old Buttbot too, because Buttbot 1 died in the mystery. And by mystery I mean the Mars Gate. We had Mars Gate during this game, so Buttbot died in a horrible Mars Gate related accident, so he's gone. He'll be remembered, as well as Spider Eyes 1 and Drone Mom 1, being what you've been named. Would you play it with a friend using a mod? Can you play remote with other people?
Funding received.
Because if you can, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't. I think Rimworld's one of those games that's a lot better kind of solo, but that seems like an interesting challenge to play it with a friend. then again, I guess that'd be like two conflicting design choices in terms of like that. Plus, I don't have any friends who have the game. You are lacking in metals. Nope, you have too many machine parts, which is kind of an issue, but a lot less of an issue than I would, you know, be concerned with. Only buy a mod. Yeah, the thing is, like, is it glitchy? Because, like, I've seen, like, you know, for example, I played Subnautica on stream. Very good game. I love Subnautica, but I hate it for the reason that it's so good. Because it scares the little shit out of me. I'm a big old bitch. I hate spooky things. I hate spooky, scary skeletons that shed slivers down my spine. But, I've seen, like, a Subnautica, you know, multiplayer mod, and it was really fucking glitchy and buggy. Would it be like that, or is it, like, good? Because as far as mod goes, you know, multiplayer things, especially forced multiplayer, tends to be an issue, you know? I've seen multiplayer Kerbal, it works out, but only to a... Oh, there you go. The New Wonders of the World. Got 2 of them. They'll send resource items. Oh, so is it like 2 different colonies? So it's like the, because I know in RimWorld you can have 2 colonies normally. Like, you can have as many colonies as you... Well, I think 5 is the maximum. But, that actually sounds pretty cool. Honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I won't lie. Having like 2 colonies that can interact with people, that sounds pretty badass. It's like, yeah, hey man, we're having a raid here. Go, actually, well, fuck, the raid wouldn't be that, I guess unless you're like pretty close to each other, like a day's travel away, then maybe, you know, you could ask for like backup or support when like something really bad happens. But I don't know. I think that has the potential to be really cool. I like how we have this dome here. No, wait, this is the wrong one. This, the motherfucking Mark Watney dome. Like, nobody works here because they're too busy not working. Still have 3rd shift because why not? Let them. This is kind of just like the enjoyment dome, for lack of a better term. Because this one doesn't even have any work. Just, you know, not an issue. They'll get sorted out once they, you know, find a more important place to live. But these damn kids, the damn kids that are everywhere, can't get them to live in the right proper places. How are we looking in terms of homeless, eh? Homeless. No, is it just a bunch of children? Because if it's a bunch of children, then I don't give a damn. Like, these children are fucking Hitler. One of them's youth, at the very least. And a bunch of children. And they refuse to move to the child dome. Why? Let's put those on high priority. Let's see if that helps. All the nurseries are now on high priority. Are these ones empty too? This one's getting a little more loving, but okay. Now kids are starting to move into this one. Maybe that will help. Because we should have a lot of children, realistically. Colonists. We have 121 children. It's not the biggest, you know, population group, but it is well on the way. I wonder if those tourists are still on the planet. $111 idiots. I should get rid of that trait. I do. We can't. Also, Santorin should be a high priority, because getting those traits are pretty important. We should probably get an archaeology. Or we should get the archaeology up and running. Where exactly is it? What we should do is... I'll build this across. Metals and... Yeah, okay. So, it was this, then this, then this, and a breakthrough. I want to get those up for more housing. For more work slots and home domes. I do like work slots. Just look at all these people. Why is it turned off at night? Always on at night. You're being run by robots. I don't need you to be off at any point. Not like we have an overly large power problem, and realistically, well, we have way too many machine parts. Wow! That's a lot of machine parts. How are we looking in terms of polymers? Pretty good. if you ask me. Put down the giant fidget spinner somewhere. Yeah, I know. Go away. No, shoo. Get out of here. I think the
Meteor
giant...
shower incoming.
Who cares? No, stop. Stop that. No, you're doing a thing that's not good. You're doing a bad. Please. Sir. Find your way somewhere else, if you could. Thank you. Hell is somewhere else. I think the space elevator should be by the original deposit, or original colony. I don't really care about the deposit. We have way more than enough concrete. Bit of an oxygen shortage. It's okay. Yes, just because there's nothing to be repaired over here. Though we aren't looking at the largest amount of oxygen, so I think we should get another one. Because why not? You're not necessarily low on resources, so we're not shy in the old resource department. So getting more stuff is not a big issue. Plus, this means so the good thing about the old space elevator is the way it functions. If I know it correctly, which I don't. Well, I might. It doesn't want to tell me like this. Can I click on and see? Go to the science menu. Here we go. Oh, look at that! Exports rare metals to Earth and offers resupply materials and prefabs at preferential prices. It'll be built in about 50 years after everyone stops laughing. Arthur C. Clarke. I don't get the joke, but I don't get the statement. I guess that means we don't need to worry about the rockets anymore. Once they land next time, we can tell them to actually what we can do from here. Tell them to stop going. Actually, well then, fuck. No, stop. If that's the case, I'd rather have it over here. Because realistically, the space elevator, if what it does is, you know, if it moves goods for me, then over here is the best place to have it. It's kind of the central location in terms of literally everything. Sorry for me, you guys stack all that stuff there, but, you know, I didn't realize that it would be, that it exported rare metals. I thought it just kind of, I realistically thought it just kind of bought stuff, which, you know, granted we're not doing a lot of that because we're trying to save the money for the $100,000 achievement, but,
Funding received.
you know, if it exports the rare metals, that means I don't have to spend fuel doing it anymore, which is nice. Granted, we now have a lot of fuel. It's always like, it's either like no fuel or a lot of fuel. It's never anywhere between. This is Titan 1. So she'll slowly get the metals and whatnot. And we'll make the giant fidget spinner to send stuff into space. Because that honestly, bleh. Fidget spinner's bleh. Is that another one of those dust devils? Get out of here! We don't like you. We don't like your kind. What the hell is that? Dude, it's a fucking giant Dreamweaver. That is literally just a giant Dreamweaver. I didn't even think to look at the damn thing. With our improved understanding of the human brain, we created Project Morpheus. The device uses a combination of psychosomatic triggers
Research
and suggestive
complete.
methodology to stimulate the development of new perks in adult colonists. Also, we can build the little sun now. Little sun, you're the one. So, what does it take to build the artificial sun? 300 polymers. So the thing is, you have to So the thing about this is, like, it basically, right? What this is a little sun. Little sun, bro. We should probably get these metals up here, honestly. It's not going to be a negative thing to have it. And we need more metal. Actually, that's habits that I really
Meteor incoming.
Ooh, meteor incoming. Where's,
Meteor incoming. Resources are
it's over
low.
here. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, we've got the whole system covered. It's fine. We'll be fine. Maybe we'll get a little bit of science here and there, but other than that, I'm not even slightly concerned about this. This is your last run, buddy. Sorry, you're being decommissioned. We don't need any more humans. We don't need any more rare metals export. That will be done by the space elevator. So the rockets are now, in effect, useless. We could, technically, if we wanted to, bring them over and destroy them
Anomaly found.
for like garbage. And some extra science, that'd be nice. We research now. Archaeology, I'm more than fine with that. Actually, let's pull that out there and put that in there.
Resources are low.
Metals, yes, yes. That is why I am looking to build the new tunnel. Possibly 2 or 3. Do you like Donald Trump?
Meteor incoming.
Yes. I don't technically, if somebody asks you the question, aren't really supposed to answer it because, you know, it's a baited question, but I like the president. Realistically, I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. I like the president, and you can not like me for that, but I really don't care. I really didn't give a damn. So that's your reason for not liking me. I mean, fair enough, but it's kind of stupid. So, you know. We'll put it over here-ish.
Meteor incoming.
Right. So we're gonna need those there, and then the drone hub right there, and we'll build old drone mommy. Come over here, and we want a defensive turret, and finally. No, that's fine. No, I don't mind because, like, the thing is, right? Technically, you know, as a person, as a you know, personality, quote unquote, you're not supposed to answer that question because, like, you know, if you have a differing opinion than me, fuck you. But I really don't care, honestly. If you're not gonna like me, then you're not gonna like me. Who cares? I say a lot of stupid things, and I think a lot of stupid things. But I like our president. I think he's gonna do great, only because I want to see everybody else suffer. You know. You are ready to leave. GTFO. We're actually building the space elevator now. So it gets to see as the beam gets put up. It's gonna race. Who's gonna get out of the atmosphere first? Boom! It did first. So we now got the beanstalk achievement. So we now got a thin line.
Incoming.
Thin line leaving Earth. So I do allow you to export. That's fine.
Meteor incoming.
We're probably going to have a bit of an issue with rare metals and that now that we export so heavily. So if I wanted to buy now, I don't really need this pinned, honestly. I know where it is. So if I want to buy stuff from Earth now, I can buy the space elevator. I get prefabs. If I don't really need prefabs. What'd be good is there's a prefab for the spires you can buy, but I can just buy the basic junk too. So if I want electronics, I think it's a lot cheaper here to buy as well. They have a water shortage because this is broken. Just a question: does our drone defense system?
Research complete.
Yes. Archaeology is done. Goody, goody, goody. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words hypnotize me. I can't remember that song. It's old, I'm old. I forgot to hit shift. Biggie, 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 can't
Meteor
you see?
incoming.
Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know that song too well. So metal, it's fine. I'm working on the metals. Can you really do it from this side? I mean, fine, whatever, but... I find it funny that they built it from the wrong side. Also, look at him. He's facing the wrong way. Look at you. You little nerd. There you go.
Meteor incoming.
There's places that need more colonists. You have a homeless problem, right? A little bit. The Spire will help out. The Arcology is a big old... that... No, which way it faces, like, a little bit upset. Fine. So basically, it's a giant apartment building. It holds, I don't know how many people. It holds 32 people. It uses polymers. It is one of the currently our problem resources, but again, now we get basically, you know.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably have a bit of an issue with the rare metals, but oh, look at that! Whoosh! That's his exporting.
Funding received.
And then bam, 750. Only 7. Oh wait, sorry, that's 2,500. That's gonna help us get a lot faster. And then we don't need to export anymore. We can cut Earth off. We can cut Earth off entirely. Wow. This is one-time grants. Honestly, just do it now, so I get that out of the way. Yeah, we might have a bit of an issue with the rare metals, but if it comes too much of a problem, I'll turn her off for a bit. So they're just popping them in that hole. Can I, just as a question, can I buy rare metals? No. Okay, of course not. I was just wondering, like, you know, like, it lets me buy a lot of things. Can I buy the rare metals back? $20 a day. I mean, it exports probably a lot more than the 20 a day. I don't know. We probably will limit it fairly soon because, well, simply put, I think a dust storm tried to form there, but then just instant died. Go away. No, it's his electromagnetic one. You're going to just move everything from here to
Research complete.
March crowdfunding is done. Good. Got this tech out of the way. I actually like this. I don't really care about the decreased prices for whatever. I mean, we have a lot of concrete, and it's like concrete and polymers. I think it lowers. So I'm not 100% concerned about it.
Resources are low.
Let's try to get an idea of where we're gonna put this bad boy. Can you just turn like after, please? That's there you go. Poor little guy. Actually, still.
Funding received.
No, don't look there. What are you doing? No, cancel. March crowdfunding is done. Blah blah blah. But what are you doing, buddy? I have no clue what you're doing right now. You're just sitting there. Okay. Everything from here to over here, please. So I want you to get mother. You are done. Head over here, please. Okay. So for this one, we need a little bit more sheet on placing. That will reach about midway. So we'll reach about everything else for now. That should technically overlap with each other. Yes, I can, however, pop it over like one more tile. Which is about here-ish. Yeah, so they are overlapping. They'll get everything over here. That's fine and dandy. Next, I need to get some defensive turrets up. The best part about these is that they never fucking show you where they're going to cover. So you have no clue. That should be fine for now. We can put another one over here. Actually, we're going to put another one over there because realistically I feel like they might have an issue if we don't. We're going to need, as well over here, we'll need a shuttle hub because you're always going to want a little bit of that. We're going to go ahead and take a water extractor just in case. Plus water. Moxie product a little bit of Moxie over here. Tell it to also get a water tower. Because realistically, you don't ever want to be too low on resources. I don't want to have the issue where we fuck everything up because of, you know, somebody forgot to pump a little bit of resources, or, you know, they've got a bit of a dust storm going on or something dumb that causes everybody to have death. Come down with a severe case of death. You know? Never good to have too much death. Production, we want a metals extractor.
Funding received.
Here, and one over. One over here. Soon the cables will be more or less free. And more or less being free, I mean exactly free. Because, we'll get that upgrade. This here, dumping site in the middle so they can drop that junk off. I guess realistically, we should move over here. Give her her own polymers factory because I imagine this zone's gonna have to be fairly independent. Because realistically, I don't think she's going to get a lot of comfort from the rest of the colony. Probably food delivery because we have a lot of food, but I'll put a farm over here just in case. And whatnot. What about how you doing? You charge up, little buddy? Go, just upload all this stuff to the grid, bro. It should pull all these metals. Not a lot there, but that line's gonna bother me. I'm gonna forget what that is, and just gonna have it's gonna bother me all the time. Also, I don't need you pinned. You have a lot of junk coverage. You play Ghost Recon? No. The only FPS I play consistently is Overwatch. Only because that's the only one that I've been able to even semi-decent at. I imagine I'd be a lot better at FPSs now than I was before. I kind of sucked at FPSs. And kind of technically still do. I do decent at Overwatch, but, you know, as compared to some others,
Funding received.
Obviously, I want to do as well. You're not longer allowed to do that because we're a bit low on the old rare metals. We'll build up a bit again. You're done, and so is that meteor shower, so get your butt over here and pick that up. Like, I have CSGO, but I had it for Gary's mod, you know, because I bought, like, the orange bundle to get that. I've never even thought about playing, what's that game, Rainbow Six Siege? Sheesh. Shouldn't you? Oh, you're not kind of, yeah, because there's nothing over here. told you to specifically build the drone up first, didn't I? No. Build that first, please. But, my boy, my child. But, yeah. I've never been really big on FPS. I played, like, Left 4 Dead a lot.
Anomaly analyzed.
Yeah, I didn't really think this through, did I? Over here, please. Getting the whole cable thing through. There you go, so the cables get finished, that'll get powered. It'll everything over here start functioning without, my helping hand. Do we put that sun down? Yes, we did. Uh, 300. Maybe we can start popping the stuff in there, but I think I'd feel a bit lackluster without all our polymers. Let's get these remels. It's covering that one already. Can't myself. Behavioral melding, which would be nice because we do try to clear out a lot of flaws with our completely legal. I'm telling you now, it's completely legal. Our completely legal sanatoriums, where we clear people of their bad thoughts. I've been working in those places for 50 years. So let's see, how do we want to do this, right? Because we need to have... like one more out. So that it's like this, it should be a lot better. And we'll pause it again. I wonder if there's like malfunction that just exploded. I mean, it'd be funny, but really detrimental. Allows us to do that. So if I did like this, and then like this. Again. This. Here. I wonder if there's like an online thing I can look up for like the best thing for that. Probably. We'll scrap all that for now. We'll allow them to build the sun. I'll see if I can find one real quick. How's it going? It's going okay. Still no power over here for some reason. You know why? I can tell you why. Because there's no storage over here to give the power to. Because, you know, the thing you need to know about things you need to know is that you need to know the things, you know? If you don't know the things, then you don't know anything. Let's see. guy should be working properly now. Okay. Just unload the rest of everything over here, please. Don't do the delivery and whatnot, because this one should probably reach both. Yeah. Emails around here, you can go collect, buddy. Like 7 over here. Might as well.
Research complete.
Favorite melding is done, which is just a passive thing that's going to give us a bonus. Don't worry about too much. We have a lot of long-term science kind of sitting there. Yeah, I want to make sure to get that sun done before the end of the stream, though, so we can see it in action, and I can say that we've done basically everything, because I'm going to get the rest of the text by myself, probably. I don't think you guys want to basically sit here and wait for text to research while I kind of dick around with the colony. If you do, though, I mean, that's cool. Because, I mean, what is it called? It's called the artificial sun. Sun best setup. See if we can find this out and see if anybody's got a good idea for it. We can test it out. Nah. It seemed that yeah, it's fine. We can figure out one for ourselves. So let's see. Alright, if we were to build this entire range is the radius in which it, produces the stuff. We can probably count on cables being here, here, here. You play any iOS games? I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android. I'm not a big fan of Apple products. Mainly because, like, my phone, I've had this phone since, like, my first years of middle school. So, like, I've had my same phone forever, so I don't play that many, I don't play that many phone games. They're not really my bread and butter. So I don't know. The thing is, right, every once in a while I get bored while watching TV or something, because like I've actually been viewing television shows recently, which is not something that's very common for me. It's probably a little bit better. Get flush with that, we can fit another small one over there. So I can build those. So if we were to go, that's gonna go there, go from here, out here, over to here, up to here. Then down to here, because realistically we can't get anywhere else over here because we didn't really put the best spot. It's fine by me. I mean, I doubt we'll get this like as optimal as humanly possible, but so we can get the little ones too. More or less just like a mimicry of that on the other sides. Probably be a decent idea. It's probably, there's probably like a slightly more optimal way I can set this up, but I don't know, looks pretty good to me. I mean, like, I'd like to get I like to get things done the best way possible, but not the brightest bulb in the bunch, so, you know, I do my best. Again, it's going to be a bit of an issue with the cabling. Is right. Does that count? I wonder if that'll count. We'll try it there, because if it does, then this thing can be a bit redone, because that means the edge parts are a lot more useful. Those things you gotta test out. That's why I'm doing it on stream, you know? People can learn, dude. I like learning, bro. Learning. Let's see here. Learning's my thing, dude. Turn these off. I don't want them built till the sun's done. So a lot of them won't be doing anything. Is there a space in all these? I can put one of those. No. I'm going to need fine. I don't know how I managed to do that in this one. Again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like they'll be effective over there. And realistically, I have way more than enough. Well, I was about to say I have way more than enough power, but it seems that I do not. So. Sure, they're all off. And I should do the same with you. Oh, that turns them all on and off. It's a lot of X's. That's quite the weird, actually, quite the weird design, but. We won't put cable here just in case this doesn't work properly. Those are the test ones, aren't they? Can I click on this? Yeah, these two are the test ones. I don't know. It kind of throws off the feng shui. It looks like a weird like alien symbol, or kind of like GameCube. A little bit like the hexagon, right? 'Cause 6 sides of the hexagon. Sure, I think that's right. Remembering things is even worse of even worse when I'm very bad at remembering things. That's what I'm trying to say. Names, faces, important information, all gone. None of it. I'll have none of it. this is going to be a mess of metal consumption. So much power. Malfunctioning pipes, which lead to oxygen shortages, but yeah, 2 of these are broken right now. Though you should have enough here. No, you do not. I don't know why you don't. I don't understand why this doesn't produce anywhere near as much as this does, right? This has got like 6 fucking people. We've got like 100. I guess we have more. Maybe we have more factories, electronics factories, than we, or rather machine part factories than we have electronics factories. It is like a lot cheaper to produce one than the other. Obviously so, but still. We're almost done with Mars Nouveau. A Martian Nouveau. Let's fucking leave it. However, we'll cue this up. Because we do want that. You're almost done doing that, buddy. I was gonna have you run some electronics from one side of the colony to the other. Go ahead and turn you off for now. So that it's not getting repaired. It's going up to the cable line, isn't it?
Resources are low.
I always forget that. I always forget to change the skin on this. Metals. Metals are always low at this point because we're building a lot of these wonders. Wonder what it is. Yeah, that's the last wonder. I don't want to get done before the stream ends. We still got an hour and a half, give or take. So, you know, should be fine. Oh man, that's really. It still kind of bothers me that like the texture isn't loaded from here to here. So like the line only goes from this half. I also like how it's weirdly dirty. Like I understand that it obviously get dirty at a certain height. Well, maybe not. It's okay. It's a lot cleaner than everything else, but I don't know. It's probably does get dirty. Yeah, we can't really export too much right now. We kind of need the machine parts for electronics. Electronico. Ah, this is done. So let's start getting that stuff over there.
Research complete.
Mars Nouveau. We want to get a apartment. We're going to want to get our Wombo Combo Triple Dipple over here. Don't even ask me what I just said, because even I don't know. The infirmary, diner, and grocery store. You're going to want to have a farm over here just in case, as backup food production. I think I've already got the other one set up, and we don't have more than enough food to not have to worry about going over there and changing it. Though it's going to eat at my brain now that I've thought of it, and we're going to try to ignore it and forget about it. Okay, that's whatever. Guessing we don't need more producers. Got enough producers on Mars. We need a lot more. No, well, not consumers. Well, we need producers of certain types: metals, electronics. Wang, 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 wang. I like that noise. I love it.
We have an oxygen shortage.
Why is this not oxygen? Do we just have a generic oxygen shortage? No. Is this not hooked up correctly? It is. Why don't you have oxygen? The pipe goes all the way back home. There's a leak there. Maybe pressure's lost? Can I see how much oxygen? Hourly production, total demand. I mean, if this leak is leaking something, then, you know, maybe leak is there. But then again, the oxygen thing here should still produce more than enough to, you know, overcome that. I don't know. Man, we have 28,000 stored powers. Electronic watts? I don't know. Electronic units. It doesn't quite say. Why is that? No, see, no, the warning is still there. Not enough oxygen. Insufficient oxygen, too. But we produce 3. And as this dome consumes 5 total, which I highly doubt, dude, 1.6, why? Yeah, but, I mean, like, what's up with this? And let's put another one down just because it's whining, so I don't want to...
We have a water shortage.
What is your issue exactly, buddy? Because you got a water and Moxie producer, right? Like, there are both of these items here. Why you're having such a big complaint? Did we not put a fuel producer here? I think we didn't. Let us do such. Actually, we have a lot of fuel now, so... Now we have a water shortage. Like an actual water shortage. Which I understand entirely, but like, you know... They always have that issue or never had the issue. Well, I say I understand entirely. I don't quite understand it entirely because we do produce a lot of water, so... You know. But we do consume a lot of water. I don't know. We do a lot of both. Of the production and the consumption. And I would love to look at this dome and see... Oh, fucking hell. Yep. I'm sorry, game, please let me leave there. Yeah. That's why we don't look at that dome. It's probably one of the better domes we have, but we can't look at it because it will kill us. In the most literal way. It's so much fun with concrete. Yeah, that concrete, the waste rock, the concrete thing really did us good. Okay, everything's back up and running properly. Is the dome still without water, quote unquote? Nope, she's fine now. Sacagawea 3. They really need to increase the move pool. Yes. We're playing Pokemon now, guys. This is Pokemon. My move pool isn't big enough.
We have a food shortage.
Does anyone move over here? Of course they do. Hyper ready, please. Oh, there are a lot of people over here already. Children? A lot of children? A lot of those little fuckers who come here and do this thing to me every time? No children. None of them. I'll have none of it. Go to the other dome. Go there. Where I want you. You know what? Because I don't think this dome can physically function without an apartment, and that's the issue. Let's put an apartment here. Maybe that'll get they'll come. Because it seems that that's the only outlier. That we don't actually have a real housing that is beyond this. Just quarantine this dome, please. I forgot to quarantine the dome. It's my own fault, but still. Ugh, low on polymers. Of course we are, because we're still chunking them into this. It's about halfway there, though, so. I would love to say, like, people can leave this dome, but they can't come here. You guys bring food, please. Come on. Food, please! Come on, you little fuckers. I told you to bring one thing specifically, and you bring everything else. It's up to bot to do the job. Also, you get high priority as well. This is soybeans. This is going to be cover crops, then potatoes. There you go, buddies. Get your food. That guy had a unit of food. He was going to deliver it, then he ran out of power. Returned all the way home. What a prick. Recharge station over here. Recharge station over here. Recharge station somewhere in the middle, just in case. That should be fine. Yeah, they'll learn not to fucking move into a dome before it's completed. Oh wait, they never learn that. That's always a problem that I have. Yes, I would specifically like to ask for people of the geologist type. Oh, that's right. Images as well as engineers. Because why not? More power is more gooder. More gooderito. Yeah, of course, 2 of these are down again, so I have a bit of a power issue. I mean, power issue is not really that much of an issue right now because we have so much backup power, but you know, you never want to have that negative just to see if you can avoid it. Because realistically, avoiding it is better than having to face it. It seems that the Johnson Dome is getting some love now. Or Reagan, we call it now. A bunch of adults are moving in. It's causing children to move in, so maybe a dome requires a certain amount of adults before children will move in. I don't know. It's only my guess because it seems that it wasn't until this building this year that the children started moving in. So who knows? Maybe they have to be sorted through the sorting hat of the adult area. Maybe they require a certain amount of adults to be in the dome. If so, it's kind of gay. Because that means I can't have children based on their domes. They have literally no great purpose to be here, though. Node, we should output domes, sanatorium, we can make cloning. We can clone people. I don't think cloning is really necessary for us, though. We have so many people. Good water storage. Malfunctioning cables, not just malfunctioning pipes. So that means that we need just more water production.
Research complete.
Martian-born strength. I think that means that they freak out less. Yeah, same as disasters, which isn't really a big issue here. We had a very easy thing. A very easy start. Actually, we'll get this, and then that. And then, you see, we don't even need this one. But we'll need it for the point research anyway. In terms of getting things up and doing things down, my boy. How are these research things looking? So you have vacant war slots, 1 homeless. Which is really quite a shame because, gaming, exercise, playing. There should be children in here. As I always say, there should not be children in this damn dome. Huh. 24 vacant working slots. I mean, it's basically the entirety of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Is it raining there? Where I'm living? No. It's currently the dry season for Florida. So, no rain. I'm pretty sure it's the dry season. I think it's, too homeless. Honestly, this thing's not doing anything. Might as well give them something else to make them happy while they're here. It's only blowing collaboration. Disabled work slots, 12. 12 disabled work slots do you have? Over here? No. don't know what disabled work slots you're talking about, game. Employed 9. Open this up to takers. We'll also build another drinking, gaming, relaxation, exercise, playing. I think floor's in the dry season. I don't know. Basically, we have a 2-season kind of life. Just a lot of people sitting here doing nothing, but enjoying themselves, I guess. How many kids are born from this dome? 231. That's a lot of children. Simply put, that's a lot of children. Bam, babies. And this is like super happy fun dome, so not surprising. Is the Reagan dome looking better? Sagan, Reagan. 69 kids. 69 people in total. I mean, they are starting to fill up a little bit, so that's good. We're starting to attract the children. So there's 24 kids. Actually, no, there's 30 adults, and there's 69 people total. 30, I mean, there's about 1 kid per adult, but I don't know if that even means anything. I don't know if there's an actual correlation between those two, or that's just a BS thing that I'm thinking that there is. I mean, it is undeniable that as soon as we, well, it should be on high. As soon as we, we increase, or we put the thing, what is it called? Yeah, you can just go ahead and
we have a water shortage.
No, we don't. We actually have a lot of stored water. What are you talking about? We have a water shortage. Oh,
we have a water shortage.
Why are you saying you have a water shortage? You have water. Oh, there's no waste thing if you want to dump it into. I don't know why it's not getting water from the outside of the pumps. Like, it is connected to the pipe, or the tunnel. And this tunnel should be connected to... That's where the issue lies. This half of the tunnel set isn't set up. I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy. Dummy. Cool. Yeah, no, we didn't connect the water up. We connected the power up. That's where the issue therein lies. There we go. That's a big difference in everything. Yes, we definitely need more housing over here. Also, you got the wrong skin. I'm trying to keep them all uniform because I like them uniform. This one, this one. I like this dome because I think this is the Stellaris specific one. That if you had Stellaris, you get this dome. It looks cool. Or maybe it's like you pre-ordered it and you had Stellaris. I don't know. There was like a Stellaris skin set, which I believe is the sweet skin set, which is what I'm calling it because the rockets have like the blue and yellow, and the drones are blue and yellow. Stretching. How's our artificial sun doing? It's nearing completion. It's only got about half the required metals, and it's almost there with the polymers. I say let out a shipment of rares. Just do one. How about you two? Because they exported 10.
Funding received.
I have no idea to wait for the full load, but you know. So look at that. So they put it all in there, and they shoot it up in space, and the rockets kind of just fly back around through space. But a space elevator is pretty cool. So, you know, if you don't know what a space elevator is, basically, well, it's kind of like this. So what it is it's literally an elevator to space. Currently they're impossible because, you know, the amount of space it would take up, not to mention the material it would use. We don't have the material yet, you know, devised realistically, and it would take up an insane amount of space. I think like it's the size of Kentucky or something like that is the last time I heard. I remember something about Kentucky, so I'm gonna say the size of Kentucky. Don't quote me on that because it's probably very untrue. But yeah, no, it's a really cool idea, and if you don't know, apparently other people know it as in a nutshell, but I know it as Kyrgyzstan. I mean, I've never heard anybody ever call it in a nutshell, except for like that one time I heard somebody call it in a nutshell. But for that one time I heard they called that one specific thing. No, Kyrgyzstan. If you like science, that's a good site, good YouTube channel to check out because they do kind of all kinds of explanation junk. I know it's probably a big channel, and everybody's probably already heard of it. You're like, Brandon, fucking, you're an idiot. Everybody knows about Kyrgyzstan, but you don't know. It's a very good education thing. And I like education. So to a degree. I like the idea of education. I don't like receiving it. Because I'm dumb. You've exported yet? I just don't want you to export too much. I always forget, and then I see like the giant Dreamweaver, and I'm like, what are you? I thought it was just gonna be like a thing. What is that thing? I thought maybe it's the only affected part of the colony, because it, like, you know, it says psychosomatic, right? And I think, man, he really tries to use the big word. Psychosomatic means, I thought it was brain, like visual triggers and everything, but maybe not. It might just be brain triggers. Triggered, so got a bit extra metal coming in from here, which is nice. Do we still not put the fuel export down? Our fuel depot down?
Funding received.
No, because I'm a righty-do. That means that I completely forgot I could just wait for that funding received metal. That should come up. Let's turn you off then. As much as I would love to just, you know, get the achievement right away. Excuse me. Almost hiccuped. Almost hiccuped, so yeah, might as well just get fucking, you know. Maybe okay. Okay. So here's what we test the theory, right? Let's put down another house apartment set. If more children move in, that means it's definitely related to the amount of adults. Because currently none of the children are moving in, and we have a total of 136. And this one has 36 children, adults. Actually, we can just do the math. 8 plus 7 is 15. That's 25 plus another 2 each, which is 29, probably. I don't know. It doesn't seem to add up properly, but it would. My guess would be like a 2-to-1 ratio or something, but it doesn't seem to fit that, you know, requirement. So I don't know. Maybe it's not something like that. It's really hard for me to tell. Maybe the thing is just a guess. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe you shouldn't get your fucking. You should get your big old nose out of her business. I like this weird. I really like this weird design over here. I just want to get that done though, because we got about an hour left before I end it, and things like I got so much junk in the way. I have to like lean forward to see like, oh yes, it's 11 o'clock. Yeah. You are not covering that area, so we should probably build another one over there. This does actually mix everything up. I'm kind of surprised that the whole thing worked out so. I guess this whole area is what would really, you know, count. Honestly, you know what? I don't care if it works better. I want the small ones there because it looks nicer, because it fits in with the whole thing. It makes it a lot more. It makes it a lot more. What's we're looking for? Symmetrical. And realistically, this colony runs fairly well, so I'm not too concerned about the functionality of this one specific aspect, because it is good. It's working very well. And technically, if we wanted to too, we could like deconstruct this one, and if we put a we could put a thing there, like here, here, and there. But again, like I said, I'm not too concerned about the about functionality at this point. We kind of once you get like stuff like this down, I mean, you're realistically doing well enough that I don't think. Well, actually, we're losing about 5,500 power per night for some reason. I imagine the this part of the colony needs repair again. Of course, bunch of stuff over here. Still not getting. Oh, because the car has 3 each. That's right. It's a little bit hard for each drone to do it. This guy's just sitting here though with his thumb in his butt. I wonder what he's thinking about. I wonder how much that is an actual reflection. Oh shit, though, that's a fucking actual reflection. I was gonna say, like, I wonder how much that is an actual reflection, right? But when you looked at his eye, you could see the sunrise. Okay, we have to see a different one, right? And if it looks actual, we can look at the same guy. Even better. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe with a little bit, let's see. I don't know, he's in the shade now, and he's in the sun, so the sun definitely plays a part in it. But I wonder, I wonder, because if it really is that, first off, that has a lot of attention to detail, and that is really cool. But that also is a little
Research complete.
A little bit, you know, unnecessary. So after that gets repaired, we'll never have another cable fault ever again, because Superior Cables is the breakthrough which removes that. And realistically, I love that, because, well, I love it. I love it. I don't have to explain myself. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. There's so much junk in here. I wonder how deep this will go.
Meteor incoming.
Yeah, who cares?
Resources are low.
Look at that thing. It just goes and goes. I wonder if you can see the moons. Oh, I don't think you can't, because you can't get the angle. Don't let the sun, kids. It burns your eyes. But, if you know anything about Mars, you know Mars has 2 moons. Deimos and Phobos, I think? I mean, I did say, like, oh, if you know anything about Mars. I mean... Okay, the question is if the number of kids went up, and it did. I don't know, there seems to be some kind of correlation between adults and children. But I can't tell if it's just because they're birthing children. I mean, there's only 7 born in the dome, so it's obviously not that. But, like... It seems that the number of kids relates to the number of adults, which means you can't have a Thunderdome kid. A kid Thunderdome dome. Dome. Dum. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we had the extra 2. So it was like 8 to 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's definitely not enough to do it again, but you know, I don't know. A lot of unemployed. That's during the 3rd, which just like these guys. I don't know. We did do a little bit of math in terms of playing luxury gaming, not playing. Wow, a lot of kids who can't do their playing. They're complaining. Ha ha ha. How's that son doing? How's my favorite son doing? Nearly there. Needs about 1.5 more polymers. And just the concrete. Concrete, I mean, I think the issue with concrete is just not getting delivered fast enough. Because we have, I don't know, we might not have enough concrete. There might be a bit of a concrete shortage. Maybe with 4,600 concrete, there might be a little bit of a concrete shortage. It's just getting choked up here in the fucking, you know, bureaucratic work. Could be possible, but let's put a storage depot right, or universal depot right about like here-ish. God, I can't even fucking put things down. Ah! I cannot do things properly. Just being in this area completely, like, there's so many entities over here. Okay, we're free. Because this will allow them to help move stuff down the line. Because, yeah, one thing you can do is you can use, specifically because, you know, my personal game, I didn't have the, have the old thingamajig. Who's what's it? Yeah. No. Let's put like 20 more of these things. Let's put 50 more. Why not? I didn't have the drone hubs, or the shuttle hubs, right? So shuttle hubs, again, they're basically like, if the drones are the blood...
Meteor incoming.
I don't know. What fucking... I don't know. You know, if the, I don't know anything where, like, you know, you have two of the same thing, one of them doesn't. Basically, they're the, like, you know, the fast delivery as compared to the slow delivery by the drones. So since in my other game, I didn't have the drone shuttle hubs. I couldn't expand like I have, like, so, like, you know, I started here, I immediately moved over here, I then jumped to, like, over here-ish, you know, I moved around a lot, right? So the shuttle hubs allow that to happen because they basically forego the requirements for the drone, like, you know, the items to be everywhere. Since I lacked that in the other game, one way to cause the resources to be spread out, and, you know, your colony move a little more nicely is what I learned was the shuttle, the universal hub, because the singular depots are nice, and it's funny because, like, I was watching before this game came out, I watched the weekly stream that Paradox did for Surviving Mars, and one of the main guys came out and was like, "Oh, I don't like the universal depots. They don't do this, blah 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 blah." But dun 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 dun. And I kind of had the same opinion, like, right, like, why would I want to take the universal depot that does like 10 of each storage as opposed to the other one which does like 180 of, you know, all of them. But, like, I figured out with the other one that the universal depots like to take in and try to equalize the amounts of resources between them all. So they try to keep, you know, them all having the same amount, which is very helpful because, like, it'll help the drones, like, pump resources throughout the colony. So we should be seeing, like, hair in my mouth, maybe. I can't tell. It feels like I do. So, like, you know, there's some concrete over here, but see, look, they're moving stuff. Oh, fucking hell, they're moving stuff to over here, which is going to get, you know, this guy pumping it to over here. You know, it's going to help move this concrete throughout the colony a lot faster, or, well, at all, so that, I don't feel like I'm competing with this. You know. So it helps make sure we have a little bit more of a delivery in the generic area. Do you really just export 8?
Funding received.
Good job. Okay. So it's being built. We can. So they're working on it. We get to see the sun. Building a little baby sun. You know, that can only go so wrong. I wonder if it could, if like a meteor hit it, would it explode? Like I mean like in the game's context, of course. Okay. So we're saying Mars, kids. Still building it. This is dangerous. Don't try it at home. Is that the sun? Energy increases colossal amounts of power. It provides light to nearby solar during the night. Oh, so it's just chugging water right now. Which is a bit of an issue, but... I wonder how much power it's going to take before... Oh! Look at that, that's weird. It's just... Is it done? It says more on startup.
Funding received.
Hourly production 1,000. Wow. I mean, we basically have a little sun there, so surprise, surprise. But listen to it like hum. Yeah, so it's not consuming water anymore, which is nice because that was a lot of water it took. But you know, if there's in the song too bad, I wanted to listen to a little buzz of it. Look at that. Imagine if this thing fucks up though. That's the majority of the colony gone. Like poof. I imagine like this area just decimated maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it could malfunction. I highly doubt it. But that would be insanely insane if it did. Make sure this thing gets a high priority, just in case I don't want it to shut down and require to be. What if I turned it off with the sun go away? I don't wanna waste the water. Fucking, did we not? There's a lot of children here. There's people moving in. I swear to God, if there's children moving in, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke. I mean, it seems like the children moving in here, so let's get another one of these open. I'll get 2 of them just in case. They're missing electronics, and we have a lot of electronics now. the science menu. I keep hitting the wrong button. Nano fragment's almost done.
Funding received.
Let me turn this off again. Just another export. Oh, we're almost there though. I need a couple more before it's done. But I don't want to run out and be stuck with my dick out. Simply put, my penis out and ready to shout because I've completely forgotten to, you know, keep some of that. So these guys will produce power throughout the entire night. I don't think we will ever have an issue with power again, though. Well, obviously we might if we decide to do some more rapid expansion, but realistically, we're probably good for a good chunk of time. Luxury, gaming, relaxation, shopping, dining. Well, you can dine here. Let's get the other three set up. The art workshop, the electronics store, and because people can't behave themselves, a thing.
Research complete.
And time is done. So are these now still idle? Nope. So now they'll produce forever, as well as the metal deposits, I believe. Right? No? Yes. So it just gives people a little bit of extra job to do. We'll lower the priority on it, but it should still get worked. Yeah, that means like so since we didn't destroy all those, they're gonna work now. Our fiber's done. We're working now on fusion auto-regulation, which I guess really isn't a big issue nowadays. But we'll get the this first instead. Cause I want it. Gimme. Cowabunga, dude. Surfing, man. Haha. I totally go outside. I swear. There's too much stuff here. How you doing, buddy? Heavy? Have like another 10 drones. Actually, wow, geez, look at like my electrons here. You're full up, I imagine. Yep, of course. Hey, I'm not gonna complain about having too much, man. Too little, always complain about, but too much, no. However, I would like to be able to export the other stuff. I mean, I imagine Earth probably has a problem with all kinds of resources, so, not just rare metals, you know. So, I can't imagine they wouldn't want the extra machine parts, or somebody wouldn't want to buy, like, cheap Martian-made products, something like that. And we have so much of them that I can afford to export a lot. So, why are you... Let's make sure your terminal is on. Shut up. Doesn't matter. They'll all still produce power or water. Getting that nano refinement was pretty lucky. I mean, again, it wouldn't be that much of an issue, but it does save us a lot of production on this end, so we don't need to make more of these water vaporizers like this. We might eventually, but they'll always produce a small amount now because we have that. So let's go to P.T. McGee, the science lady. I don't remember her name. I like how this is completely clean, but everything else is dirty. I guess because, you know, when you shoot a rocket, well, not a rocket, but like a crotch rocket, into space, too much fuel. Too much. Oh, it's fine. I'm not concerned with fuel production right now. metals? Yeah. Here's some metal deposits. Metal containers over here. Because that one's going to have the same issue soon. Grandmother's just sitting here enjoying herself. She's got nothing to do.
Research complete.
Factory amplification, which means I believe go to this guy, right? So it says, what is it? 20 power plus 20 production. I mean, realistically, I hit the thing by accident. Why is it still hidden? I think focus that, you know. Things are low on. I'm not concerned about machine parts right now. If we get more polymer, would be nice. Very nice, very nice. You know, we'll see a little bit of dip in power, but I doubt we'll run into any kind of power issues anytime soon. 23 unemployed here. And since this dome does specify engineers, we can... Oh man, I would love to... I don't need it, I swear. I'll put a secondary polymer factory over here. Don't need to worry about it. Martian building resilience, it's fine, because nearly all of our colonists, if not, actually at this point, everybody who is not Earth... Wow! There's still 34 Earthborn... 34? How are our Earthborn numbers going up? Yeah. They're starting to reach the adult or the elderly phase where they're dying off, which I don't have an issue with. 4 employees still, that's fine. I'm sure they'll find a job eventually. They're quite far enough. There's a lot of unemployed workers. And a lot of them are living in the motherfucking Watney Dome, because there's no reason to work here. There's nowhere to work here, rather. Which I'm kind of okay with, to be honest. It does mean they have a lot of free time on their hand to produce children, which isn't bad, realistically. This is like the nicest place to live in the entire colony, so yeah, I'm not going to blame them for doing that. Plus, maybe they'll find their way to other places when the time is right. Like over here.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio with Panna Masculine, your first radio host choice with the best radio voice.
You guys want drinking, gambling, relaxation, exercise, playing. Well, I can give you relaxation, drinking, or exercise and gambling. I don't know if I necessarily want to feed your...
Resources are low.
Or not gambling, alcohol. Space bars are okay. I don't know if I want to feed the gambling addiction is the thing. Yeah, I mean, we just need about like 200 power, but still. You know what? Just do it. Let's fucking do it, dude. Make them all happy. More happy to see more children, though we don't really need more children, but we'll take it, because why not? Yeah, so you guys just cover out for giant wheat. Because, you know, we're in the 100 cycle. Technically, you know, it'd be faster. Brandon, it'd be faster if you just skipped the wheat phase and just do giant potatoes and then soybeans. But yeah, I don't care. Realistically, food production is still not an issue here. You know, technically the production is lower than consumption, but that's only because consumption is done on a daily basis. Our production is done on a daily basis, and we don't produce food daily. We produce it in bulk. Bulk McSwalkins. You be on the nights. Same goes for you, buddy. We've got a couple parks over here. Stay, you there. Fountain. And nice little small garden. I guess we don't even need this many people living out here, but why not? You know. They're always busy pumping things back and forth. It's fine. Oh, we could expand it over here if we really want to pick up that, but I don't know. I'm not overly concerned right now. I'm kind of okay with letting things happen as they happen. We could go for the Wubba Lubba Dub Dub achievement, which I don't quite get the understanding why it's called that, though the building symbols do have two middle fingers flipping people off, which could be it. Let's go ahead and reload the thing so I know. Updates. I don't have a lot of the mystery ones, and then there's the what's it called? The sponsor-specific ones, and then there's the A Better Planet, have an Earthside colonist decide to stay on Mars, and have a colonist with 2 rare traits, which is just kind of a luck thing. Project Phoenix is a probably a breakthrough thing, if I guess correctly. Bio-robotic colonists, I believe, are a part of the AI one. 200 vegans, I mean, we could just start importing specifically vegans just to... I don't know what the hell I don't like the... I don't know. I don't know what specifically triggers the vegan trait. Like, I don't even know how many we have. Actually, I can check that, can't I? I thought I could check it. Do we not have any vegans? It might be that we don't have any vegans. I mean, it is technically a rare trait, I think. Not cargo rocket. People aren't cargo. It's a quirk. And quirks aren't listed here for some reason. 344 unemployed looking for work, jeez. And we have 150 disabled work slots, which I think might just be the, these look like I turn this off. It allows them to work, but I don't care. That sun. Banna Masculine, that's what her name was. That's the name of this woman who runs this show. That's my name, Banna Masculine. No. I think this turned out pretty well. I mean, I would have loved to get the cable around this just for, you know. I guess it won't go all the way around. So, you know, whatever. Kind of bothers me a little bit, but not enough to move my entire setup. What I would love to get is the dust repulsor there. See if that works properly. It's almost done. We do have a lot of Martian borns. I don't know exactly. It's not, the quirks aren't shown on here, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. It should show me everything. It doesn't. I want to know. Please let me know. Quirks. Vegan. There's 5 in this dome. 13, 7, 16, 20, 4, 6, 9, 10, 4. I don't know, I'm not gonna do the actual math this, but I mean, we do a fair amount of vegan, however, we'd have to have 200. Which I guess technically, as long as we keep exponentially growing, we would reach that number eventually. But again, this is gonna be the last stream of this specific run. I might, well, I'm gonna come up with another, you know, run idea Like, you know, like maybe I look at like challenges online to see what people are doing. I think, like I said earlier, there was somebody, one of them I thought was kind of cool, called the that some guy was doing, called the 12 Apostles. Which, I mean, I kind of thought like there's a harder version. You could do the Adam and Eve run, where, like, you know, you take the religious one and you only import one man and one woman, obviously both sexy, probably both youth, because so you could have, you know, longer time alive. It'd be very difficult to get them to properly be alive, but properly live. But it would be very interesting, nonetheless. Problem with the thing is, right? So the Church of the New Ark, or the church, yeah, I think that's what it's called. The Church of the New Ark is arguably one of the hardest guys to play as. Like, it's not on top as there with Paradox Interactive, which I would like to try Paradox Interactive once. Maybe that'll be a different run. We just do just like a plain Paradox run. See if we can't get Wiz to run the colony for us. Fucking, I love the Paradox. I watch like the dev class and all that. So you know, excuse me for being a little bit of a fanboy, but yeah, but see if we can't, like, you know, try that one out and just see how hard it is. Because I did the first SpaceX run I did, it was a massive failure. These kids are homeless because they're assholes. Man, no, not really. I think we've basically done everything, though. Like, we've got all the wonders. I mean, I'd continue playing this just to get the achievements of getting all these techs, and always keep expanding to get the 1,000 buildings, the 100 million bucks, research non-breakthroughs, 200 vegans at some point. I guess, wow. The for the benefit of all seems kind
Welcome
of
back to Mars Official
dumb.
Radio. Due to the dynamic and irregular environment in schools, I was dissatisfied working as a teacher. Instead, I went back to the university and studied astrophysics.
The Chinese one seems pretty interesting,
Physics is
pretty
the
easy.
science of matter, its motion,
Because
and its
I managed to do it in
behavior
this colony,
in space and time.
I think.
Astrophysics is the
Though
science of
you
things
can't
like
check
dark
the score
matter,
or what
a
your
form of matter that
breakthrough
neither
or your
emits
evaluation
nor
was.
reflects
Sadly enough,
electromagnetic
no,
radiation.
our final score was 20,000.
We don't know if it really exists, but it helps us explain the irregular
If you watch the
movements
first
of
video and you
galaxies.
take all the same settings, you can do a better score.
It
Bam.
obviously
You know, you can
doesn't
try
get rid of
comparing yours to
all
mine.
irregularities.
Obviously, it won't be exactly the same due to the fact that
After a little talk, it's time for a little music. That's regular.
it obviously won't be the same due to the map changes, like, you know, different resource spawns and everything. But, you know, if you want to, like, do that and post the pictures in the Discord,
Research
if you have this
complete.
game as well, that'd be cool. So, like, yeah, if you want to, if you have this game and you want to try beating my score or showing me your cool colony in this area, just go back to the first video, see the settings. The mystery is the Mars Gate mystery is what we did. You could take random if you wanted to, but I think Mars Gate mystery will get you the same score as what we had, realistically. So, at the same difficulty percentage, it should be about 85. Well, it should be 85 exactly. But, yeah, this colony's more or less done. And, I mean, I'll sit over here for a half hour, you know, half hour, 20 minutes, give or take, to, just enjoy, you know. I'm going to continue playing this game to, this specific run to use it to get the last couple achievements, but there's no real reason to, make you guys sit through me. Fucking hell, I hate this area of the colony. No real reason to make you guys sit through me, me just building random buildings and waffling on while I could, you know, start a different run to, here, I'm concerned about cables at this point in the game. How far do you reach? No, we're definitely gonna need another one. Definitely gonna need another drone hub over here.
Meteor incoming.
Yeah, where are you coming, buddy? Oh no! Shot down. Shot down? Shit, I don't need to worry. Wait, I don't need to worry about cables anymore. I can literally just run cables across the entire planet now that I have that that cable upgrade. I don't even need to worry about cable. I could run a cable from here to there, just for shits and giggles. Like, you know what? Just gonna fucking. Why aren't they? Oh, because that's in the way, isn't it? Oh, yeah, because that's in the way. So let's just get rid of this.
Research complete.
Yeah, research, whatever. Where's a sector without metals? Over here. This brings me back to playing OpenTTT. When I drew like a giant dick in the middle of a lake because I was so rich. No, that's a little bit too close. There's no salvage button, so I'm gonna go to the salvage thing and. Who cares? I'm done. I've beaten the game. Well, I'm beating this specific run. No. Hero. Titan was hero. No. Salvage that last bit, please. Bam. The R and the E was a little bit too close together, but. I mean, my cables can't malfunction, and I get them for free anyway. So, like, you know. Can I make like a big old finger? Gotta salvage a little bit there. Don't worry, the colony will function without me for like 5 minutes while I take the time to draw a middle finger out in cables. I mean, it's kind of a middle finger. You can't really see it from space, but you can kind of see it. That's all that matters. We know it's there, so that's what really matters. Plus, we get free cables and they can't expire, so it's cool. That one's done, isn't it? How's that already broken down? It's beyond me. Okay. Just get those 3 things down first before I start putting down the housing. Because I know if I put down the housing first, that'll get built first, and if it gets built first, then everybody moves in, they all start starving to death and bitching at me because they're starving. So, it's more fun. You can kind of see it. And actually, that's a lot more like a middle finger from space. That looks a lot better from up here. Can't really read it as well, but you know, you can kind of tell what it was. Kind of looks like K more than an H. If I get the salvager back out, salvage like this chunk. There you go. There you go. Kind of looks a lot more like it. I mean, you only get so well from like this 3-pixel view, but still, it looks a lot more like a middle finger if you look at it. Got a lot of fucking drones flying about. The water's pumping. That water be pumping, dog. Woo. I'd like to apologize. Nah, fuck you. I'm not apologizing. You apologize.
This is Mars official radio with Panem Public Service FM.
Panem Public
We have a
Service
soundtrack just right for the blue sunset light.
Research complete.
That means they work at night. They'll work a little bit better. It's fine by me. We do have a fair amount of colonists who work at night, so now that that's all built, we can just get the ecology mill for now. That's 32. This is 4 times 3, which is 12. 12 in each, that's 24. Plus another 4 in there, that's 28. So, right now we're looking at 28 colonists who need to work here. We're going to need a dumping site, as well as a rare metals deposit. And then a universal deposit over here, just in case. So it's nice to have one. So we got an alternate adaptation. Constantly taking along. Got our Sally satellite over there. The big old Dreamweaver, mole hole, the space elevator. Just do another export. I love how, like, you know, you put one in, it's like,
Funding
okay,
received.
it's my time to go. See you later, nerd. So that's how much we get per funding. We also received a U.S. grant at that point. This is full. Once we receive the message about it, we'll come back here. This is getting built. Which means people start moving in here and then start whining about this, that, and the other. Here they come. Right on schedule. I'm not too concerned about, you know, production. We consume, we make about a net gain of 40 every day, because I can do basic math. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, we're making net gain about it's actually about 38.8 if you do the math, Brandon. But I don't care. We can you know, afford to round up and down a little bit with the insane amount of production we realistically do, because realistically, we are well into the late game. You know, Soul 342. We have a lot of souls past this specific day because we've been running on fast. This because, you know, this colony is pretty well done. You know, not to pat myself on the back too hard, but you know, it's functioning fully. You know, we can't look at that one dome. There's a storm about to hit our fucking power plants, so everything's to go to shit as soon as I start talking good about myself. But that's normal. Is this actually getting deeper? No, I don't think it gets deeper. I think that's as deep as it really goes. There are the big tractor things on it. It's funny. But yeah, I mean, this is an easy like run to get like all the rest of the achievements that aren't mystery or specifically to a certain colony. I think the USA achievement specific is kind of hard because it says research all technology in the engineering tech tree before Sol 100. So like, I don't really think that's a, you know, easy one because you have to basically force it down. I mean, it's so like fucking, you know. I think you'd basically be foregoing a lot of other researches, which in my eyes is probably pretty bad. So I don't know.
I'm Panamasculine, and you're listening to Mars Official Radio, your reliable source for the music you love.
Post-human. I think that's the one where you get
Funding
2 rare
received.
traits. Yeah, post-human. We just got that one randomly. Somebody's got 2 rare traits. I don't know who. We didn't pin them for some reason. Don't know who pins them. I don't know why I didn't. It's like in a certain radius, like if you kind of disappears a little bit. It's fine. Yeah, please stop your exportation. I want to stop it, but the save speed.
Research complete.
Actually, we have a bunch of it. Let's just export it, get it done with, so we can stop the exportation entirely. It's fine. That is gene adaptation. I don't know what the hell that was. So one thing I know that if you like when you research something, it'll leave it up here. Oh, it's the new farm and hydroponic. Okay, there we go. New farming stuff, which means we gotta look at the Doom Dome. Fruit trees, good yield, grows your slowly increases. Corn, decrease 10. Quinoa. Average. Okay, let's look at the fucking other domes, please, because there's Lamar. What the fuck's Lamar? You put like Sacagawea 3, but you did like Lamar. What the fuck's Lamar supposed to be? What does it even mean to me? Okay, there's some homelessness though. 20. That's fine. Put narcology in here for them. Farm. So we got corn, giant corn, quinoa. Average yield but grows fast and requires less water. I mean, Alkmaar is 20. Alkmaar is 18. They're literally the same thing, it's just a better version of giant wheat. Giant corn decreases soil quality. Everything else also decreases soil quality. This increases it. Good yield grows slow. So it takes 8 souls, grows 80. 5 souls grows 34. Extra 3 souls, you get like almost double, actually over double the food. So, yeah, we're not really worried about food. And quinoa, I believe, is just fundamentally better than giant wheat. Giant corn also decreases. You 68, 5 souls, 105 souls. So you're just a better version of giant potatoes. That's not the right thing. Your quinoa.
Funding received.
Giant corn. I don't care about the. I really don't care about the thing. So here's hell where we have to fucking try to change all these ones. Quinoa, giant corn. Ah! Too many entities. Too little time. I realistically shouldn't be doing this. It makes the farms better. And when they grow stronger, it kills me all the much faster. No, wait, no, that's sorry. You're supposed to be fruit trees. Quinoa, then corn. God, there's too many fruit boxes. I mean, realistically, the food take a little bit longer to grow, but gives us more. It's better because technically we produce too much anyway. God, there's so much junk. It's like, Brandon, why are you doing this? Shh, don't question me. Because there's no reason not to at this point. I'm too afraid. I can't fucking even move. Dude, it's fucking bad, man.
This is Mars Official
I don't know
Radio
what
with
quinoa
Penam
is.
Escalon.
What is
One
quinoa?
of all the letters we received
We
today
have a
comes
food
from
shortage.
Earth, from
My ass, we have a food
astrophysics professor
shortage.
Aldous Lincoln. Dear Penam, I am delighted to hear that you're working on Mars.
Okay,
It
get away.
must be fascinating. You will inspire your listeners to examine thrilling realms across space, time, and matter.
Just get some fucking food,
You are
dude.
always welcome to a full-time position on the faculty here if you ever return to Earth. Take care, my friend. Love always. Dear Professor Lincoln. I don't know what to say. Please roll the next song.
I think we should get a little bit of concrete production over here, just so we can have a supply over here. It doesn't really matter too much. I just want a little bit so that it will. We don't have any kind of issues.
Research complete.
Farm automation, which means that all farms will
Funding
require
received.
a wee bit less people. Okay, there we go. How much is a Google? We can now stop exporting our rare metals because we need those. So we produce what, 46, consume 29, last export 49. We've you know, tapped what we had in backup, but we received the Google, so that's good. Yeah. I think realistically done everything that, you know, isn't too boring to do on the stream. Granted, we're gonna try to do a couple different runs at some point. Probably not. Excuse me. Probably not directly after this, but could you know, sort through games a little bit, so get a little bit of variation here and there, so nobody gets too bored, including myself. Farm automation. Do I need to actually physically upgrade the stuff? I don't know. We'll get these out of the way because we need to do them in order to get that achievement. But we're starting to wind down. You know, more or less got everything we need. Just so you guys know, no children. The rule still applies. They're not allowed anywhere but the Reagan Dome, the one place they don't want to go. For some reason. You're allowed to work all night. And we don't need the survivor, we'd rather have the enthusiast trait. Enthusiast. Okay. You guys can also do the same. I'm gonna sit here and Ming max it because we're playing EU4 and I'm the Ming Empire. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what we can. I'm trying to think of cool like runs. If anybody has an idea, like right, if you like surviving Mars, you know, cool, and you you know, cool. Now you have a good idea for a challenge run we could do. We could try out. Whether it's just, you know, playing Paradox Interactive, was obviously I need to try that once. On or off stream. On stream, off stream. Doesn't matter, I'm still better than you. No. Oh yeah, brother. On stream, off stream, I'm still better than you. Get the reference? Fucking kudos to you. No, but seriously, if you had any ideas for cool runs we could do, you know, I'll hear them. I'll listen to them. Try them out maybe, and see what we can do about that. You know, I don't have that many ideas. I'll think of some at some point. Realistically, we'll take a little bit of a break from Surviving Mars because we did do. I mean, 8 episodes isn't that much, but you know, people want to do some other things as well. And I mean, while I am kind of scrambling for things to play, not really. I have games that I've got a bunch of games I can play. I mean, I could just play Overwatch competitive. I need to get back to Diamond. I really need that in my life. In a way, yes. In another word, no. But yeah, I don't know. We could just play like, you know, Splatoon, some ARMS. We could go back to the Rabbids game, which I'm not too keen on, but I don't know. It's not like the game was bad. It's just like we could. I mean, I'd rather just go back to XCOM, which we didn't get to finish properly because we completely got our asses handed to us because I've never played that DLC before. So I don't know. There are a bunch of options we have to look into. We got about 5 minutes left, so you know.
We have a food shortage.
Sorry, we produce food a little bit slower here, but you know, we still have, you know, 2,000 food in back. Ooh, it's slowly starting to decrease, but with the new food rules, we should be fine. I mean, I mean, I'm getting a little bit nervous about it because we did have an issue before. We could totally just set up another dome to produce only food. Hell, I mean, we can import food from the space elevator if need be. So this what? This took out like a single two tourist licenses. I mean, granted, this is going to be a bit slow starting because they all just got switched like halfway through their cycle, but you know, sure, it'll be fine. I also think there's probably a couple more that I missed somewhere, but again, it's not like the biggest deal. If we run out, I mean, we can order a fast import from Earth, or we can order fast import for Earth to hold us off for a bit, and then build like a giant dome that focuses on food, like much like the Sacagawea dome. I still love the fucking the writing. Looks a lot more like a middle finger from here. Yeah, but this colony is, I mean, as good as it's gonna get, really. I mean, you know, it's only going to get better from here. Realistically, we could have some kind of major collapse, but I don't think there's really much that could stand to knock the colony down at this point. Like, unless we had like a secondary mystery, which even then we could probably fight fairly easily. Like, the only one that I see would pose like a lot of an issue would be like the Dreamer one, because I'm actually doing that in my solo run, my personal run. So, like, you know, there's that one, which would probably only pose an issue because it takes so long to get the Dreamers. I mean, actually, it would be pretty easy because I've seen somebody do it. The guy I watched did that, and the cloning vat gives you like a bonus, like everybody cloned is a Dreamer, so we'd actually get a lot quicker. So I don't know. I don't know the other mysteries as well, so I don't know how. Like, I don't know how. Like, I know there's an AI revolt one, I know there's an alien one. I've seen the cube one and the sphere one, so I know about those. And I don't think, like, we'd store the cubes. I don't know the results for storing the cubes or destroying the cubes. I know what happens. You make statues out of them, but the spheres would be pretty easy to deal because I mean, all you have to do is build the containment units.
We have a food shortage.
Easily do that. You guys are starving for no reason.
Research complete.
Ah, yes, turboelectric scrubbing. Yeah, I bet you it's that dome again, just complaining because slight food delivery shortage. Why does it say -1? How do I... That's a bug. I'll have to make sure to let me save. Actually, we're gonna end it here because we are actually done with it. You know, this colony is as good as it's gonna get. It's 12 o'clock. You know, I can waffle on for another minute, but realistically, this colony is as good as it's gonna get. And I hope you all enjoyed me in this run. If you have any ideas for any cool runs we could do, if you play the game and you know some stuff, or maybe you saw somebody else who did like a hard run and you want me to try it out, leave in chat, leave in comments. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch, do all that shit. It all helps out, and I will see you all next time.